Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I am continuing my playthrough of Creeper World 4. On the mission We Were Never Alone, basically just playing through what amounts to the story missions. Primarily they function as an explanation for the game mechanics, but I have found the plots in the previous game somewhat interesting, which is why I have continued playing the Creeper series and the Creeper Universe series, which included, what was it called? Particle Fleet, which I was very bad at. Okay, so A.D.A. log, jump complete. I'm sorry, Dr. Seloi. The jump was a success, but we did not arrive at Mars. Scans of the surrounding terrain show structures, but they are inconsistent with known engineering. All systems are operating within normal parameters. Protocol 99 initiated. In the event of normal system operation but inconsistent operational results, halt and await operator input. Mother needs family whole, praise be the founders. Ignore software anomaly, world contains imminent aerial threat. Missile defense added to operational systems. Mission priority nullification. All other priorities suspended. Okay, I've got an object there. These are spore launchers. Oh joy. I do have missile defense, it said. So yep, missiles. We've got radon, energy. Alright, what is this thing gonna do for me? This is a delegate, which has 0%. So I'm supposed to reclaim something, which is probably what I need to do with the delegate. And I need to nullify enemies. 3, 6, 9. Yep. If I select this location, and then start building backwards again. At last, an opportunity to converse. This world contains a delegate, a great opportunity granted by a great antenna. See, the others aren't as misguided as you might assume. Perhaps an open mind will help us on our journey. Yeah, I see it. It appears to track the amount of creeper covered terrain that is reclaimed. Okay, so I need to just do this. I expect they want you, or at least the easy answer is to what do you call it? Build inside here, but I want to see if it would be better to try making my way out from the front instead, and sort of work with what's available. Now my expectation is that this isn't going to be able to do anything. Oh, hold on. This says radon ore deposits. When set to the factory, ARG is produced, and it looks like I need ARG to power missiles. Oh, great. So that means I need a refinery there. Drop in a factory, might as well drop it in there. And then I need to send towers over here. To deal with this stuff. Okay. And with the walls, I can probably put in lines of, what do you call them? Let's see how quickly this... Nope, it's just a shield. Okay. This may work okay. I mean, time will tell, but I suppose what I ought to do, though, is I ought to get pylons out as quickly as I can to address these things. Okay, so then I can put in miners. Mortars online. Hold on. Let's pause this. I have a fair degree of confidence that I can trust the shield to keep the main location safe. Not that I'm not going to set defenses, but I don't think it's going to be, strictly speaking, necessary. The shields have been fairly effective before. So what I need to do is have defenses that can deal with the incoming flood from the different locations. So let's see if that's going to work for me, or if it's going to be a problem. So I've got a rather large deficit just because of the sheer volume of stuff I'm building. That's fine. We'll see how it goes. I don't have a creeper. Oh, there is a creeper level. Well, that's it. Okay, I was afraid of that. Okay. I started building too much too quickly, so I'm losing the defenses that I put in to try to handle it, so I'm going to move them back some. Other than I really need them to keep that thing alive. My deficit's still up at 22, even if it is coming down. I shouldn't have built these. Destroy, let's stop building them. Okay, that didn't work. Menu, restart, confirm restart. So I think the notion, of materializing here is sound. It works okay. What I need to do is get an energy infrastructure up quicker than what I did there. So, in part, that's going to mean access to the storage quickly. And in part, that's going to mean getting the refinery and stuff going quickly. Okay. I need to be ready to defend as well. Okay. Do these work the same way? Do they have a countdown? Yes, they've got 3 minutes basically. Okay. I don't know that that'll be enough time, but I'm certainly going to try for it. Drop a factory there. Okay. Tower. Tower. Okay, 2 mortars on each side to defend this pathway. Only at a 9 deficit, which is good. Taking towers longer to come online, in part because this tower is depending on that, which means I'm not building any new towers, which means I'm not gaining any new energy sources, which means this isn't working. Okay. I don't really want to go the turtle route, but I'm not sure this is going to work otherwise. Because that just lost me my pylon. Yeah, alright. We will try restarting and yeah, go through it. That's a bummer. I would have liked to have had that play out okay, and maybe it would have if I'd done better, but I did not. So. We'll do that. And while we do that, we'll do that. And we'll And of course that's probably going to be an issue because anyway, I was going to say that's probably going to be an issue because I am going to run out of energy, but I'm actually doing okay on energy. I was expecting it to be a bigger problem than it has been. I'm building quite a bit more, which ends up being a little frustrating. Alright, let's get a... offensive force kind of started. Yeah, I didn't figure that would be as effective as it was. And if I use mortars here, that'll help with the spread elsewhere. Towers out as quick as I can. To get that thing connected. Get another couple mortars in place. I think I may actually have the foothold I need now. Then again, maybe not. Okay. So I do still need mortars over here. And how long do I have? A minute. Okay. I've got plenty of red honor. So. Drop a couple of missile batteries in different places. Oh, I haven't been building miners. Oops. Hopefully the missile batteries get up in time, but I put myself into a huge deficit. That may not have been wise. Can I pause these? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I'll just let stuff run. going down. I've got 17 seconds. Building 2 missiles at each location. That location's done. That one isn't quite yet. Alright. Now I actually actively have cannons not doing anything. So I should be defended. I've got 2, 3, 4. Oh my. Let's drop another missile in here. Nothing up there. Okay, good. That one. Oh, good. Alright, so I did have enough, barely, for those. Alright. So, I don't want to get complacent, though. We've got fairly deep creeper around here that I need to deal with. Let's drop some mortars around here as well. But I probably now have plenty of defense and can worry about moving on to nullification. Okay, so if we're talking about nullification, I've got a little bit more support for it off to the right here than I do down, or up top than I do down below. And then these are up, so they can just be sitting there, keeping the overall creeper volume down as I move units to fight. Okay, good. That is a lot of stuff. I don't really care if it shoots the other way. I should have all of the defenses I need. Good. Okay. Although I may have also put them too close together. We'll see. Alright. This is going quite well, actually. That tower, alright. That means I can move these guys up. Move these guys into more strategic placement for better effectiveness. What did I lose? A mortar somewhere. Okay, no big deal. Alright. I've been kind of binge playing this because I've had time today to do so, so I wanted to try and get through as much of it as I could, but I'm kind of losing energy now. I'm going back into the whole mode where I basically just sit if I don't actively think about having something to say. Which isn't probably terrible, but oh, right. Oh, I need to keep that in mind. Do these guys move? They do move. Okay, good. Oh, I lost some stuff. Uh-oh. I spread myself too thin on this side, apparently. Okay, I got that. I did not get this side, though. That's frustrating. Okay. Not a lot, but it's enough to be a pain. Here I was just thinking I had sufficient defenses for those. I was apparently wrong. Well, let's get a little more early warning in at that point. And I can get that cannon over there. Okay, that'll help, I'm sure. Which point I'm going to add one there too. Just because I don't want the same thing to happen again. Alright, making forward progress here. Something I think I need is more cannon defense, since this is such a broad area and I've got stuff sneaking around down there. Excuse me. On this side, I'm not really attacking this from the top there. Primarily just bringing units in from the side here. But that's in part because this side, it snuck around. So, I can just let that keep going. I'm going to leave him here. Structure tower. And then put these miners back in place. That is a lot of spores, unfortunately. But I do have a lot of cannons now. Or aircraft now, so hoping I've got enough. It's looking like it. Yeah, okay, I'm good. It is interesting that what used to be performed by the beamers that were energy weapons now have another resource as well. Actually, that's one thing Creeper World 4 has done, is introduce quite a few more resource types, I guess, than what was present in the other games. In the other games, it was just energy and anti-creeper. Well, ore, which was used to produce anti-creeper. At one point, I remember reading an interview with Knucklecracker where he said that his design strategy with Creeper World was to reduce it to the base elements of a real-time strategy game, without a whole lot of fluff. Fluff might be the wrong way of putting it, but basically make it as condensed as possible. And I wonder if he changed his intent with that and is now doing things, or just expanding more and getting more, because having multiple resource type seems counter to that design philosophy, but I could be wrong about that. That's just it's the way it strikes me, I guess, and it is an open question. But I don't know what he's doing for IXE, whether he's sticking with the whole notion of multiple resource types like what you have here, or if he's going more condensed, kind of like what you had in the previous games. So time will tell. And it's not like it's a terribly significant thing if he is going with a different, what do you call it? Different strategy and adding more items and stuff to the game. It's a change. And so it's one that's kind of curious, like, what's the thought process in the background to the change as it occurs. Alright, so I need to leave some here because stuff is still flowing down the hill, but not a lot, so I can have stuff come up and help. But I don't know that I need it because it looks like this one's ready to be nullified. What I do need probably is another missile somewhere. There we go. At land? No. There. That should be able to cover this side and this nullifier once it's online. Very close, well, not very close to done, given I'd just been talking about how it seemed kind of strange to just have the creeper pushed at me, and now I have to fight my way up to this emitter, and I feel like that's going to be a slog. Consistency. Or inconsistency is the case, maybe. Okay. So this one's nullified, but despite the fact it's nullified, there's still quite a lot of creeper to have to deal with. But my anti-missile, or the missiles are doing their job appropriately. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, because this builds ARG. Do I need Liftic? Probably. No, there are no totems. I don't need Liftic. I just have to do the reclamation. That's a bit unexpected. We'll see what happens. I don't know how many units I can spare from what's already in place because there's still quite a bit creeper flowing here. So I'm not really willing to pull all the units off of it. Pull this mortar off, though. That'll be fine. But build up some more cannons and use them to proceed. There we go. Now I've got a straight shot of pylons as well, which should increase the speed of stuff. Oh, I wonder if... Okay, so it looks like this is sort of like the Digitalis that was in Creeper World 3, and it feeds these so that they have... Alright, 2 are coming here. Alright, I'm good. Cool. Oh, maybe not. I didn't even think about the forward troops needing anti-air support that far forward. Oops. Well, I'll correct that in a while. In a while. Now works. I'm basically just trying to get as close to this as I can. So I'm not really trying to clear the sides, just go straight up the middle and deal with the fallout, basically. Alright, am I close enough? There, that corner will accept a nullifier. Let's make sure we keep that corner safe. Speaking of, okay. Try this again. Here we go. Yeah, it does look like Digitalis then. Okay. Which means it's possible that as this gets nullified, those may stop anyway. We'll see. That could be a problem. Weapons, missile. Yep, that's a problem. On the bright side, it didn't just outright destroy my stuff instantly. It gave me a minute. Okay, so that's being nullified. We're dropping stuff there. I think that means that all I have left to do is nullify these things. Are they? They are still producing. Okay. To nullify these, I've got to get towers up here. I don't know what that noise is. Oh, it's that. Okay, I obtained the objective. I haven't nullified enemies yet, though, so I do want to do that. I would have not. Well, I didn't really have a choice, I guess. It's based on percentage of creeper removed, so I would have had to try to move to nullify before stuff happened, if that was my plan. Alright, I can just keep cancel. Keep building out here. Weapon, nullifier there. Structure, pylon. There. And connecting there. Which means I need to get a cannon over here to deal with it. Almost done. Just that little bit left. On the bright side, I can do all of that with one nullifier, so I don't have to worry as much about... Oh, well, I guess I don't really... Yeah, I was going to say I don't really care if a bunch of stuff lands down here. Okay. Almost there. Come on, you. Oh, I guess I can speed it up, since I don't really think I have anything to worry about. It's just a matter of letting everything build. The nullifier's built, now it's just arming it. There we go. Now I can rift jump, because that is all objectives complete. Submit. Just thinking about it, 21 minutes. Okay. That was a bit longer than I wanted. Definitely a longer video than 21 minutes, because I restarted a number of times, but wasn't happy with the way things were going. Alright, for the next mission, hints. Not quite sure what that's going to mean. And I want to check something. Is this a Sector Farside? I want to see, yeah, Farside Expedition. So I was wondering if there were going to be more missions, and now I don't think so. Certainly more options, because you've got 26 experimental missions. The Chronom, which is apparently daily stuff other people have made. The mission editor, I could make it. And then the Mark V, which is the random mission generator. So as with the other creeper games, there's definitely lots of replayability available. I'm still playing through a lot of the stuff in Creeper World 3 just because of the 3 prior to Creeper World 4. It's my favorite. I don't think Creeper World 4 is going to change that given what I've seen, but we will see what's going on in hints in the next video. Thanks all. Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe to the channel by clicking the channel image in the center of the video. For more of this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. For more videos from this channel, to the right is a recommendation from the algorithm. Thanks all.